I'm back again. What was I doing? I was supposed to go back to Corthus, tell him that, hey, Sir Emmerich, I bet you are doing fine and you're not stabbed, and we got an audience of the dragon. How cool is that? That's exactly how I'm going to phrase it. So glad you have no stab wounds. Right, let us not keep Sir Emmerich waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgarians and the Dravanians and our friends nowhere to be found. To would seem there's no end to our troubles. We can but face them heads on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted task and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you, as they found me. In time, we will find Ida and Paplomio and Midfieli as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I do not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphant moments. Despite your recent accomplishment, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation. Nope. You have returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Viofnia has accepted Sir Emmerich's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that be the Lord Commander were here to hear them? Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. What happened? Will he live? The Shurigans tell me he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmont and Lord Arterial not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning now. Long after buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires for every one we put out. Seemed like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the room. Displaying these fires was started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city, in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alphino and Mistress Y'shtola, I would have you take charge of the investigation and foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tatru can be of assistance as well. Main and Ceremoine may get the pillars, so they'll lock me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? Thancred of the Signs of the Seventh Dawn, and may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you, my lady. Oh, Pat, the name's Hilda, a scion, and there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. Thancred, just 2 seconds in, already ready to go. Well, we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passerby. In my experience, every town has at least one individual you can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh, aye, the infamous Lord Emmanuel de Fortemps, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Sir Omar. He'll be at the Crozier most like, make an effort to be seen, so let's go and see him. Grizzled, I will accept, but old? Ugh. Oh, fade grid. She's still into you, man. You just gotta roll with the punches. People think you're an older gentleman, just take it. A lot of women are into that. Oh, the... Well... Boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, this little whiny bitch. Well, well, if it isn't Emma, dearest of all my friends, you've rather looking glum. Something the matter, old boy? There's fire set all around. You fucking idiot. Oh, yes, the arse, it's dreadful business. That, and awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, and in case you were wondering why the hoplon is awash with the refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who've had lost their homes. Sir Emmerich's orders, from what I hear, remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you're thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the hoplon. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Wait a moment, I know what that is. You mean one of your looks, aren't you? You do mean injustice, old boy. I will have you know my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well, it will help to prove the purity of my intentions. I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the hoplons, Irma, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Couldn't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Oh, look at that fat cat. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. It was so hot, I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. What say you, Val's priest? Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food and shelter enough for all in the basilica. Alone's best to be upon you, father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir? So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on for far too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. That's suspicious. That's weird. Never trust the clergy. Don't care if you're religious or not, but the clergy, they're too sussy. Bagas. And all that. Ours is one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbours shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do. Mayhaps this is a ploy to get to the church and everyone's good graces after that fucking shit where, you know, the Archbishop tried to become God? So, like, you know, that doesn't look too good when your Archbishop tries to become God, you know. Woohoo! Ah, there you are. Anything to share? We will require more than muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprits. While questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Raymond's Cathedral and other near the tribunal. For mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say that they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alphino will doubtless have an opinion. I love that there's just a horny character. I think, but like a successful one, not a, you know, not like a pervert, because that's different. Perverts are not good characters in stories. In fact, I think all perverts should be banned or murdered in all stories. But a horny guy? That's fine. As long as he's like getting consent and stuff, doesn't matter. Oh, what is up from here? Also, like, who sees a pervert in a show and is like, that's my favorite character? Like, directly to jail. Silence would avail you not, sir. Ah, Zeramar, I was about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of those stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it! You got the wrong man. My, but you reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile. Look at me. Aye, that you are. After a fashion, you should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but these highborn types really do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you Rabbit and begged us to put you down. That's Bullocks. He's the one that told me to keep going. Oh, shite. Even as sinister as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I left it behind, tried to with all my heart, said my prayers every day like a good man, but he came to me. He came to me. And there you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. They got sexual chemistry up the yin-yang. That was incredible, Thancred, but how did you know he would confess? Well, I've seen his like before, a troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. Aye, and if our captive had called your bluff? Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. I'm glad that the story doesn't dick around with you. Being like, maybe it could have been someone in the clergy and just do that for like 8 missions. It's like, no, he was able to sniff it out pretty fast. Competent characters and stories make for better stories. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Artorial, are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Emmerich in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring this salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Words that I could do more. My lord Artorial did not seem to be in the best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Alphino, his father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Sick. Let's see. There we go. Oh. Item level 210. Oh, these are all 255? Ooh. Yeah. Damn, I really did go off and bought the best equipment in Heavensward.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
Oh, you're up and about.
Lord
Yeah,
Commander,
dude.
your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Damn.
Ridiculous. I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Sounds familiar. Oh boy.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets.
Couldn't get
I
Hilda's
shall
voice
lead
actor
the
back in the
assault on
booth.
vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Of course.
We are in your debt.
Bancred is looking so forward to this.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Artoirel. To arms, then,
Artoirel.
friends. Time is against us.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. I just head straight over to the Aethernet shard. I do think it's a little crazy that these people who are these fundamentalists are be like, this'll work. We're gonna set the city on fire, and then we're gonna take hostages. Like, we just, like, killed the, like, a god, more than one god. Like, these people really got a lot of, gall. Listen well, we will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served under Thordon the 7th. Might the same be true of the rest? Given the swiftness at which they seize control of the vault, I think it highly likely, yes. Which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Artwell, you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you chose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Emmerich. My arm will not falter, my shield will not break. Alone as my witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. Oh, this is one of these ones. Ah, I love them. What am I doing? I gotta power up. Okay. Oh, Emmerich the Blue. To see my presence yet goes unnoticed. Come, we must secure the entrance. Remember, saving the hostages takes precedence over all else. I'm sorry, the others were taken somewhere by birds. Subdue the enemy quickly. Sir Simonroyd, so this is indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. On your guard, they've sounded the alarm. They sounded the alarm. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, and I can't use any of those. Just the healing spell. Which has come in real handy.
Down with you!
You really want to do this, guys? Oh shit, wrong button. There we go. Yeah, probably could have stunned him, huh? Man, I don't know what it is about some of these games that if I don't play for like 2 days, I just don't even know what I'm doing at all. They took the others elsewhere. It all happened so fast. Now they all let none escape.
You underestimate me.
Am I even doing anything to this guy? Oh, he's got a bunch of health. He must be a main. There we go. Sir Simeon, lay down your arms and release the hostages, and you will be shown mercy. I will give you my word. Ha! The word of a heretic and kinslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knight. We shall show the hostages the same mercy he showed the Archbishop. I think it's really funny to give, like, definitely pissant characters bad voices. Unlike you, Sir Emmerich, I am a man of honor. By my hand you shall receive of the Fury's judgment. So it is to be a trial then. Lord Arturiel, Lord Arturel, Zeramont, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Simeon. Are we going the right way? Where are the hostages at? One of Emmerich in the pillars. Is it just this hostage? Is there more than one? Yeah, that's a good question. Oh shit. Shit. I'm going. Oh, I failed that duty. Shit, fuck. Oh, god damn it. Yes, just proceed on normal. Oh my god. I was really confused on what I was doing. I thought I was going the wrong way. Ugh. Okay.
Down with you!
Oh, there's a guy right there. God, I wish I could use my abilities that were post 60. Oh, wow. Okay, I should save my running, because I should run straight down into the hostages. Okay. Yeah, then there's guys right down here. Oh shit, 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 shit. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I think I can heal others though, can I? Can I? No, I cannot. Okay, there we go. I'm coming, Emmerich. God damn it. Oh shit.
This knight does not yield!
You can try to hurt me as much as you want. I just gotta kill your cronies. There we go. One day I swear you will. Have no fear, child. We will save your friend. Yeah, I can't believe I messed that up.
Where is he?
The clergy assaulting a young boy? That doesn't happen.
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Oh, it is a girl? Still.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
We could arrange that.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
You son of a bitch. Oh God. Whew.
What? But I... Vidofnir!
Daphne.
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment.
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Thou art welcome, child.
Man, it would have been really tough to see that girl die. Whew. Because like Final Fantasy games have never had any qualms about killing people.
So unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel,
Izel.
warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee. I bear a message from my sire.
From Freysfelder.
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing.
It is left.
This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Jovanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsefon you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
Jesus Christ. This is a really heartbreaking expansion. That's for sure. Whew. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? 'Tis but of pity Viofnia could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well-timed scarcely does it justice, but one moment later would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that the Ishgarians who yet harbour doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Emmerich's words. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tatru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Fortem's Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Tatru would never forgive me if I left for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. A moment, Zeramar. I wish a word. Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? Of that I have no doubt. His time in the wilderness did not deprive him of his charm. But that is neither here nor there. What concerns me is his etheric flow, which I fear has been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. It would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey, and when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. But there's still a little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Right then, I should be on my way. Krile may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say how long it will last? I suppose, yeah, if he can't teleport anymore. That would super suck. Poor Thancred. That whole thing was so fucked up. And then they just have to be like, yep, and that's, you just have to deal with it. And like, now everything's fine. The people in the syndicate just get to keep going on, and the princess doesn't really, or the queen doesn't really get to make any decisions for herself.
That Vidofnia should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
Hopefully it's better than my current one, or else it's going to be a little embarrassing. It was a level 255 shield, so, or, you know, item level 255.
But there is something else I would discuss ere you part.
Yeah, post
something
Heavensward,
which cannot leave this room.
Oh, shoot.
Sir Emmerich was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince houses Durndare and Zamail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
Rich. A knight lives to serve, baby.
You sound just like him. I suspect that is what Horschiffon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You were a brother to Horschiffon. Will you be a brother to me as well?
For sure, dude. Brother of my brother is my brother. Pretty sure that's how it works.
Come, Manalaine. There's much to be done. For father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
Was he just dipping?
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
Wheel. Never heard that term before. De Fortem's Heavensward, as goes light, so goes darkness. From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Fortem. Fortem. Oh, let's see. Oh, I got a little wind up. Oh. Oh, this shield sucks. Casting, healing, aiming. I guess casting. This is thy proof, the Goron Oracle's apocryphal. It is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning and of the path we've been set upon. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Guardians are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. Ah, you're still there. Is that Isa? Isa? And Papa Mio? Well? Everyone has their orders. The mass will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials will know what hit them. I fear it will be bloody. By Rhaegar, it had better be. We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them. Every one. So it goes. Alright, so that's Heavensward post-content, patch 6.1 or whatever, I don't know. So I think I'm going to be leaving Ishgard, maybe? For now, Sam, I've been looking all over for you. We've received news regarding Flowerman, Ori Boulder, and Coltenant. Really, has something happened? No, it's nothing bad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems that once they learned the Scion's good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsa Luminisa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean, and you don't mind being spied on. Quite, but what wonderful news. To think that a reunion is close at hand. A pleasure to see you too, Alphino. Ah, Thancred, and Grail, what brings the two of you here? Grail and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia. And we may have just found the answer. Zeramar, when you were fleeing Uldar with Minfilia, you said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, and I see no reason to suspect that it is not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all quite hypothetical, but I propose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace, a lingering disturbance in the ether, or ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battleground where Zeramar felled the Ultima weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. It was there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield him from the magic I invoked. Kryle and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the ether with their in. The two of you, alone? I have proven knack for subterfuge, and I am confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kryle while the patrols pass. Besides, if you and Zeramar come along, who will see to Flanaman's grand homecoming? When you put it like that, very well, I trust on your plan. I know not whether this data will yield the means to find Minfilia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tatru and I require to the rising... Shit, now I pressed X. He's going to the Rising Stones. I don't know. Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. Oh, Limsa Luminisa, of course. Limsa Luminisa. So this one's the Gear of Change. Exciting, exciting. Oh, Zarma, how have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. Thank the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you all every day. We would have set word sooner, but the Braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Tartar found a way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard a Hainish vessel. It pained us not being there when you needed us most, but we made the most of it, didn't we? Caught net, studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust, and with a vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. I should be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. We're looking for her. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? Forgive me, I'm sure you're doing everything in your power to find her, as Thancred must be. He watched over her from the first, long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return, and busy myself in the meantime. First, certainly, there is much and more to be done. The Braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. Oh, that's the spirit to the Scions, and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! Well, there you have it, to the Rising Stones. I love the idea of instead of wearing an eye patch, you just put your hair in front of your eye.
I believe we are ready to proceed.
Oh, he's got both his eyes.
The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me, it is true, but not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every Scions. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
take a pee, and then I'll be right back, but take a pee? Who the fuck says that? I have to go piss. I will be back. It feels good to be home again. To think that everyone is waiting for us just beyond those doors, friends and family with whom we have shared so much. Gods help me, but the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. One day I will graduate past Sprout. Elaine, Ephemy, it fills my heart with joy to see you both hale and healthy, and what of Hickory? She is well, though aboard on a mission at present. It just wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. All we could do with more of that around here. Hot reunions and stalwart companions brings a blood tear to the eye. Homie. To secret oneself in a ship's hold to secure safe passage to a faraway land, this is a tale we know all too well. When they are well rested, I should like to seek a formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? Come, there's no need to be shy. Pray grant me a moment longer at least, though I'm happy to oblige you. My legs are rather less accommodating. Glad though I am to be home, I cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once we've settled in, I would join the search. Okay, what the seven hells drove my little brother? Come to Mordona. Why you, brother? You and the Scions. Oh, that's Ochre Boulder and Horror Boulder. Why you, brother? You and the Scions, of course. For 1,000 days I trained that I might grow as strong as you, that I might fight alongside you. Yet now that you are here, I sense you have surpassed me once more. No, do not tell me you trained with Hanish, did you not? Your eyes do not deceive you, brother. I have studied the trials of the braves and drunk deep in the souls of mine enemies. Huh, alright. Very Naruto time skip. I wouldn't say One Piece time skip because they grow so much more powerful in One Piece. Naruto, they just like become adults. It's been so long since I've seen them all like this. Too long. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alpha, now, and I know we will. Minfilia, Ida, Poplimio, every last one. And when they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. Oh, what do we got? Steam staff. I'll take the cookie. Sesame cookie sounds pretty good. Goddamn. Oops. Thancred and Kryl contacted us a short while ago. It would seem that their foray into Castrum Meridinum bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them in Y'shtola and Edelshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. Oh, man. My spine. Oh. Honestly, I should set this as yeah. I do go to Ul'dah, but like just not as often. Idleshire. Oh, that's in Dravania. Oh, yeah, yep. My apologies, I see I'm the last to arrive. So, what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there was indeed what appeared to be the remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the ether at the scene of the ultimate weapon's destruction, a ripple at odds with the presiding pattern. Though faint, the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Var, when I believe Heidelin shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to the Sildar aqueducts. There we detected the same waveform, but orders of magnitude larger, as one would expect of a more recent disturbance. Heidelin, there's no other explanation. But there is more. When I studied the site where Y'shtola used flow, it appeared that not 2 but 3 beings had been affected. Yet unlike Y'shtola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there and then not there. Now, recall your visions of a vast crystal floating in a sea of ether. Though this too is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that when communing with Heidelin, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1. Heidelin interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Y'shtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Heidelin may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. You implying, I take it, that Heidelin guided Minfilia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her, body and soul, unto the ethereal sea? In which case we must needs continue our search there, for a blessing that means to do so already exists. I speak of the Antitower, a Charlayan construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I know not where its entrance lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the Antitower? I have no idea. And then, of course, it's clear we must petition her aid once again. We should just set up an Ethernet crystal right in her house. Like, honestly, I'm a little fucking sick of tracking her down. Man, there are so many quests. Oh my god. So I go over here. Is this somewhere that I can go down? Below? No. There's just like a little small area. Oh, bear. I just saw Cocaine Bear. Great movie. Recommend it. Sun bears. Just looking to see if there's any flow points. Because God, what I would not give to be able to fly here. I wonder how many of them are just tied to the side quests in the area. I do think I have to go the other way to get to her. there a way to cut through here? Oh, there is a much quicker way then. Nice, I was going around. You need to get a link pearl. Oh, what a surprise. Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? Though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the Anti-Tower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the Ethereal Sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I felt sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. The Forum foisted that title on me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the Anti-Tower was sealed save one. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the Forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Master Batoil. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. You, Baldessian girl, you're staying here with me. I need your help to restore the wards to their original state. The rest of you can go, on the condition that you clean up the mess in the tower. If you encounter unruly familiars, you'll tend to them. Those are my terms, and I hear no argument. Well, it appears that the mistress has spoken. Lead the way, Zermaw. Now accessible. Oh, I think I might be too tired. I'll probably actually end it here. Thanks for watching if you did, and keep watching more videos, and I'll just keep posting them. Take it easy, everybody.